Individual Performance of the Year Award is given to an individual CCC student, athlete who has had a standout performance within a single moment or an entire game. And tonight's nominees were selected by the CCC coaching staff and voted on by you guys, the student body. So the nominees this year were Nikki Neal from women's soccer. She had 2 goals and 1 assist in a conference tournament quarterfinals this year. So Sierra Costello. 41 digs in a 4-set match against Southwestern, and an average of 10 digs per set for the match. And last nominee was Heather Crittenden. She had 27 points and 19 rebounds versus Johnson Wells while she was battling sickness. So those are our nominees. All the ladies too. So, and the winner this year's Individual Performance of the Year is
I forgot my paper. So I don't really know what individual award is because soccer is 100% a team sport. So this never would happen. I'm blessed to get credit for it, but I want to thank my team most of all. Of course, I got to thank the man upstairs and the family back home. So thanks.
I think Nikki said that well, but really much of what we do is the team sport, and we would like to recognize the performance of the team right now, so would you please welcome up for the Team Performance Award, Coach Enrique.
Alright, so I'm back for some more awesomeness. Alright, so, Team Performance of the Year. The Team Performance of the Year Award is given to one of the 17 CCC varsity teams for the standout performance in the regular season or postseason tournament. Like the Individual Performance Award, the Team Award nominees are put forth by the CCC coaching staff and voted on by the entire student body. Tonight's nominees for the Team Performance of the Year are men's basketball, for their thrilling 3-point win over the College of Ozarks in the NAII conference tournament. Women's basketball, for their 107-71 win over Ozarks Christian on January 18th. It was the first time since joining the NAII that the Lady Tigers scored over 100 points in a game. That's pretty awesome. Women's soccer, for their win over nationally ranked Oklahoma Wesleyan University in the NCCAA regional tournament. Softball, for their back-to-back walk-off wins over crosstown rivals McPherson College in March 16th. And the winner is or better back to hands. Women's soccer. I guess the captains help themselves up here, so we're just going to roll with that.
As we continue and we do recognize our winter sports and we do sport team highlights, I'd like to encourage you, if you come up to get an award, to kind of come up here, otherwise we might not get a picture with half your head will be in the shade. So come on up here to the front, receive your award. So I'd like us to continue as we do our team awards tonight, and our winter teams include our women's basketball team with Coach Chris Honick and men's basketball with Coach Tony Romero.
Fun to be here tonight. I was thinking about what all I wanted to say, and I remember last year that I could barely even walk up here, so this is a good year for us. 2015-16 season for women's basketball was a season of milestones. We had several team and individual records that were set, and the foundation has been laid for a pretty successful future. Enrique talked about scoring 100 points in a game for the first time since we've been in the NAI. We actually had a 5-game stretch where we averaged 99.6. And that's just kind of a sign of what's going to be happening in the next season. But just some of the individual records that were set this year. Libby Brooks became the career leader in games played, and as well as the all-time leader in three-pointers made. Heather Crittenden set a single-season record for field goal percentage and also for block shots in the season. She also had the 6th best single-season scoring, 8th best single-season rebound, 4th best single-season points per game, and 10th best rebounds per game season in school history. And not to be left out, freshman Abby Banks set our single-season record for assists. Put that in perspective, if she has another year next year as a sophomore like she had this year, she will break our career record for assists at the end of her second year. So good year. Heather Britton also received first team all-region honors from the NCCAA for her performance this season, averaging 15.7 points and 7.9 rebounds per game. All the stuff we did on the court, I'm even more proud of what we did off the court. Our players performed exceptionally well in the classroom. Our team GPA at the end of the fall semester was 3.43, which was up from 3.01 at the end of the previous fall. We had 4 student athletes receive academic All-American recognition. So when you guys remember their name, please stand up. Libby Brooks, Savannah Fairchild, Christina Powell, and Ashlyn Garza. We also had 5 other students that met the criteria for academic All-American, but didn't have junior status yet, so they will get it here in the next year or two. At this time, I'd also like to recognize our seniors. So again, please stand when I read your name. Molly Young, Sierra Costello, Savannah Fairchild, Christina Powell, and Ivy Oskowski. And as we look ahead, Coach Rhodes and I are very excited for what the future holds for our program. We open our season next year with something that hasn't happened since I've been here. We have 8 consecutive home games to open next season. We haven't had 8 home games in a season since I've been here. We've opened with 8 in a row. We started October 28th against Bethel. 7 of those women that just stood up will be returning next season, and we have a really good recruiting class in the works. So, my kids give me brief about how old I am, so I'm going to quote a song from the 70s, Bachman Turner Overdrive. Guys, you ain't seen nothing yet. Thank you.
All right. For men's basketball, it's a great year this year. I really had a lot of fun coaching these guys. It's fun when you get to have a group that kind of, as a coach, where you get to coach a veteran group. And these guys have kind of grown up the last few years in our program, and I've been honored to be their coach and keep them around. It's been good that they've stayed around the program. and continue to grow in our program, and they got rewarded for that this year, I feel like. So, honestly, I've been around Tiger basketball for 16 straight years now. It's a lot of time. And so, honestly, I've seen, I think I've missed maybe 5 games in the last 16 years in our program. And I can honestly say in 16 years, this is probably the most exciting group that has ever played on that floor. And if you missed them, you really missed out this year, because honestly it was a very, very exciting group to coach, a very, very exciting group to watch from a fan's perspective. And so, as far as highlights of the season, it was our third 20-win season this year in the last 7 seasons, which was exciting to see. I know that was one of the goals the guys had set out at the beginning of the year, to just try to get to that 20-win plateau again. That was the first time the seniors had got that, so that was exciting. And we finished 4th in the AII, which is made up of 16 teams, and we're 2 minutes away from going to the NAI National Tournament this year. Really close. And then capped it off this year by going to the national tournament. We were privileged to go to the national tournament at the National Christian College level, which we placed 6th. I'd like to see what we would have placed if we maybe wouldn't have got hurt 3 or 4 minutes into the tournament, but did finish 6th, so that was awesome. Statistically, we finished in the top 10 in defense and NAI and rebounding, which are two things we really harp on as a team. Other highlights that we were able to go this first year, we started a reading program where we got to go read to other kids, elementary school here across town at the Greer Christian School. We also got to put on a couple clinics for a junior high and high school as well. So these guys really tried to step out their comfort zone and do some different things this year. As far as guys that want to honor, as far as recognizing Mike Golston, go ahead and stand up, and Alonzo Stafford, you guys go ahead and stand up. These 2 guys were honored at the conference level. Mike was named 3rd team all-conference this year, again, which is pretty tough to do when you got 16 teams in the conference, and we were privileged to have 2 guys in the top 15. And so Mike got 3rd team, and Alonzo got 2nd team. Alonzo was also named to the all-tournament team at the conference tournament in Iowa. And then these guys were also honored at the National Christian College level. Mike being named 3rd team again, all-region, and Alonzo being named 1st team, all-region. So good job to you guys. I'm not sure which one of our seniors here. I know I see a few of them out there, but go ahead, seniors, stand up. I don't know what. We don't know if there's a senior. There's 3 guys, Sean as well, but these guys leave our program with 74 wins over the last 4 seasons, which was, I think, 3rd all time in our program's history as far as a senior class. So it's a big deal. As far as our team is concerned, we're a really close group, and we try to make sure we cultivate a culture that is family oriented amongst each other, where we care a lot about each other. And sometimes when you get into coaching, you spend so much time thinking you just have an impact on the guys that you're involved with, and that they hopefully can become better men by just something you say to them or seeing you planting them. But Twiggs this year, he shared something with me when I was meeting him at the beginning of the year, and he said, when you're in coaching, hopefully the players you coach, they can have an equal impact on you as far as making you a better man as a coach. I would like to say that these senior guys really did challenge me as a man and challenge me as a coach, and I could honestly say that I'm a better man for coaching this group of seniors this year. So I appreciate all you guys have done for our program, and I'm excited to see what God's going to do for you guys in the future. The rest of the fellas, go ahead and stand. We recognize you guys as well. So, go ahead.
Greer's next.
All right, so I don't know if you guys know, this is the first year that we competed in the NAIA. So as far as stats and statistics and records, these girls hold all of them. I'm excited how this year turned out. Obviously, as a first-year head coach, just stepping into that role and understanding what's going to happen. I'm used to coaching like 4-year-olds and 6-year-olds, so coaching like 22-year-olds wasn't very much different, actually. Had a lot of talent on the team, a lot of people new to the sport. Appreciate those of you that stepped in from other teams or from other things to help us out. Really looking forward to next year, all that experience coming back, adding some new people. We went from struggling to get people in the air to throwing tuck baskets, which is pretty elite. I know you guys might not understand what that is, but when they go up and when they flip over themselves and come down safely, that's great. Safely being the key word there. So I was really looking forward to adding on to what we accomplished this year. Looking forward to being on campus a little bit more, interacting with you guys more, bringing more to the game day experience, helping out those teams, and hopefully you guys come help us out. Go Tigers.
Now, I know that each of you know the difference that having great fans or a great band can make, right? This year, I was headed into the student center at one point. I was going down to the mud hole and heard some commotion up at the top of the stairs. So I turned back around to head up, find out what was going on. And you know what I saw at the top of the stairs was, it was digital signage playing the softball game live. And what I heard was all of the fans making commotion and making noise, so I decided I had to head over and watch this softball game. Now, when I got to the softball game, to my surprise, it wasn't the fans, it was the team. And the team was excited and was cheering one another on. You know what? They were so glad to be there. They were enjoying the game, and they were encouraging one another. And it's that type of thing that brings about our next award, which is the CCC Super Band. So I'd like to invite up Coach Guy Gardner.
There's not one way to measure tangible living. School spirit. Whenever every year there are individual teams that consistently show up no matter what the score this season to cheer on our teams. Last year, the Central Athletic Department created the CCC Superfan Award to recognize these individuals or teams. This year's nominees for the CCC Superfan are the Central Baseball Team, the men's soccer team, Josh Payne, Morris Payne, and Robert McGurven. And Catherine Lott. And this year the winner is Morris Payne.
every day and working hard. So it just makes me happy and excited when I see everybody like trying and working hard. It just makes me want to scream. So so thank you so much for this award and live well.
It's only fitting that for our next award, the Newcomer of the Year award, that we invite up our new tennis coach, Richard Southern.
How's it going, everybody? It's good to be here. Obviously, 95% of people here have probably never seen me before. But I will be announcing the Newcomer of the Year award. The Newcomer of the Year award is one of 6 major awards handed out by Central Christian Athletic Department. It was first awarded in 2014. It will be given to the most outstanding new male and female CCC athlete. Those eligible for the award are freshmen, transfers, and walk-on athletes. The nominees are selected and voted on by CCC Athletic Department. Tonight's female nominees, and excuse me if I'm mispronouncing anyone's names, the female nominees will be Isabel Sierra from women's soccer. If I pronounce it right, I'm sorry. Liza Richard from women's softball or softball. Heather Crittington from women's basketball. Mariah Grimaldo from softball. And Haley Bannister from volleyball. The male nominees are Colin Duckworth from golf. Dave Phillips from soccer. Brian Scott from the baseball team. Also Glenn Greenback from the baseball team. And Esteban Haley Bannister and Graham Greenback.
All right, and next up we'd like to recognize some of our teams, our spring teams. So would you please join me in welcoming up our cross-country and track coach, Dan Swain, our tennis coach, Richard Southern, and a golf clap for Kyle Lee.
I thought I'd show up my new shoes I bought for St. Louis. We had 3 men and 4 women competing in cross country last fall, and Jenny Segundo was our #1 runner, and by the end of the season had established herself as the 20th fastest female cross country runner in school history. On the men's side, Esteban Lagunas was our number one runner all year. He's a freshman, and as the last award was showing, he's a freshman, and in his very first collegiate race, in high school you run 5K, the men run 5K, which is just over 3 miles, and in college we run 8K, which is just under 5 miles. So it's a significant difference, a very different race. In his very first collegiate race, he qualified for NCCA Nationals and became the 5th fastest runner in school history. By the end of the season, he had run several races faster than that and moved up to number 4 all time. He currently has, if you count individual races, not just people, he has 3 of the top 20 times in school history and 5 of the top 25 performances throughout all of Central Christian history. Landon is our number 2 runner. He also qualified for NCCA Nationals, which was in Houghton, New York. A lovely drive in the winter. Cameron also ran very well, and he finished with 3 performances in the top 30 out of all of history, and is the 6th fastest in person in school history as well. For track season, we didn't have everybody make a picture, but we had 8 men and 11 women compete for us between indoor and outdoor track. During the indoor season, we had 5 new events for the women that we competed in for the first time, and 2 new ones for the women. Overall, for indoor season, we broke 14 school records. For the outdoor season, we had 3 brand new events on the women's side that we competed in for the first time and broke a total of 21 school records. Riley Richardson is the most accomplished school record breaker in school history. I didn't count the final total, but it's over 20 now. 20 times just broke the school record. I got back from NCCA Track Nationals out in Georgia just about a little over an hour ago. Hannah Fredrickson competed on Friday afternoon, and it was a great time. Those 2 get really kooky after you spend a lot of time with them. It was a fun trip, and I'm very proud of everyone who competed. We had a lot of personal bests throughout the season, and had school records being broken in almost every meet, so it was very exciting. We don't have any seniors on cross-country or track team, but if you competed for us, please go ahead and stand.
Okay, so I'm going to do the 2015-2016 tennis season. Obviously, I was not here during the season. Can we just go ahead and have any tennis players that are here to go ahead and stand up? Unfortunately, this year, because not having a full roster, they didn't play a full schedule. But I want to recognize Blake Williams. He kind of stepped up as a student coach this year without a coach since the coach was out. Recognize Twigs Reed, because without Twigs they wouldn't have traveled this year. He took them to a couple different matches, so they were able to play at least somewhat of a schedule. And also Jeremy Nelson, because he's helping me out a ton since I got here, and I know he's strung rackets for the guys this year and stuff like that. So it was definitely a team effort to have a season this year. So that's all I have. Thank you, guys.
All right, I'm going to talk about the golf team a little bit, but before I do that, I want to thank a couple of people. Cliff Hawks, will you please stand up back there? He's our assistant coach, and he volunteered his time. Summer, Moody, right over here. She gets to hear about every practice and how everything didn't go well and how everything went great. So thank you for listening to me all the time. I love you. Next, I'd like to recognize our one senior, Matt Hargett. If you'll stand up, Matt. This year's been an interesting year for us on the golf side. I'll say that, and it's all been good. Last year, the men's program, first of all, there's 167 golf programs on the men's side in NAI in the nation. And last year, we ended the season 166 out of 167. So, literally rock bottom. These guys that came in this year, they really took it upon themselves to say, we're not going to be that bad this year. We're going to take this up. And they did a good job. And so I don't know what the final rankings were, but I know we finished inside the top 150, which is good. I think we finished somewhere around 130. So, good job, guys. And last year, the girls program was so bad, we didn't even get ranked. So, because we didn't have a team. So just to have a team that finished both in the NCCAA regionals and the conference tournament was a huge step forward for our program. So nice job, ladies. But the one thing I'm most proud of out of this team, over the course of the year, these guys have grown so much in their spiritual walk, and that's meant the most to me. To see these guys come together, and these ladies come together and really support each other spiritually, and see their walks with Christ grow. It's been an amazing journey this last year, and I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about what God has for this program and these young men and young women going into the future. And that was kind of a culmination for us when we went as a team on a mission trip to Arizona. These guys really bonded together. We got some cool work done, and so we did some awesome things. And Colin Duckworth, if you'll stand up really quickly, he made the all-conference team this year. And those things that happened, of course, were great, but they're all eclipsed by how I've seen this team grow in their relationship with Christ and grow together. So be encouraged by that, guys, and thanks a lot.
For the next award, the Keith Ivers Christian Athlete Award, we will welcome back the 2014 award winner, Austin Penn, and the 2013 award winner, Kristen Greer.
Hello, baseball team. So the Keith Ivers Awards is one of the 6 major awards given out by the CCC Athletic Department. It was the first awarded back in the 1988 to 89 school year, and it's one of the awards that can get you into the Hall of Fame here. So, yeah, fun fact.
The award's namesake is Coach Keith Ivers, longtime coach, athletic director, and professor at Central Christian College. He went to be with our Lord this year. Coach Ivers consistently modeled Christian ideals and values, including sportsmanship on the many field and courts he coached upon.
Tonight we will honor both male and female athletes who display the same ideals and values modeled by Coach Ivers, who contributed significantly to the team and performs well in the classroom as well.
Tonight's nominees were selected by their coaches and then voted on by the athletic department. Tonight's female nominees are Haley McMahon, soccer. Alyssa Richard. Alyssa Richard, softball. Mayuko And Tara Kim, softball.
Tonight's male nominees are J.P. Ray, golf. And Jake Maple, soccer.
And the female winner is Haley McMahon.
And the male winner is J.P. Ray.
Thank you for letting me lead when I could and when God gave me the courage to. Thank you for giving me when I was too sassy. All right, best of luck to all y'all.
I just want to say thank you to all you guys. You guys have all supported me and everything, whether playing good, playing bad, on the golf course, in the court, in the classroom, always been here for me. So thanks, guys.
I do understand that there was a slight correction on that Kristen Greer was the award winner, is my understanding of that. So, up next is our Unsung Hero Award. So would you please welcome up Brandon Lynn.
The Unsung Hero Award is given to a CCC student athlete who contributed significantly to the program, whether on or off the field of play, but did so without glory and recognition. The nominees for this award are selected by the coaches and then voted by the athletic administration and dean of students. Okay, with the nominees for women's basketball, we have Adney Banks. For women's soccer, we have Wade Anderson. With Haley McMahon. And the winner is Riley Richardson.
Before we recognize our team highlights of softball and baseball, I also think we need to take some time to celebrate the purchase of our new baseball diamond, Light Capital, or should I say, Tiger Stadium. I'd like to invite our softball coach, Mark Richard, and our baseball coach, D.A. Kramer.
My softball team here today. Where are they? I haven't seen them all. Oh, hey. Thanks for showing up. That's cool. All right. Hey, let me first get some people to thank first. Hal and Captain Hoxie and Chris Smith for showing me such a wonderful place to be able to be employed, a great place to serve. Thank you very much. The Wakes, of course, did a great job this year. Incredible. Jeremy Nelson and staff, maintenance staff, all the people. I think this is probably on behalf of all the coaches, we're thanking these people, business office, academic office, the admissions, financial aid, Tammy, of course, in the cafeteria, Maggie, and we love Maggie, don't we? And yeah, definitely, let's give Maggie a big hand. I want to personally thank all the coaches, assistants and head coaches, and for helping me through my first year. Every single one of you, thank you very much. And I want to thank the assistant coaches, Dana Dean, Jose Sanchez, and Leah Richard. Thank you very much for a great year. And of course, my beautiful wife, Renee Richard. Thank you very much. This team has endured much, the softball team has endured much. Each of the 11 juniors and seniors came into play exactly the same year 3 years ago. Since then, the players have experienced 3 different coaches, each with his or her unique style, which led to much frustration and confusion as time went on. They are tired of learning new programs. They are tired of learning new coaches. They got tired of another long season. However, this year's teams pulled together through the obstruction. The necessary foundation was noticeable, and we are building for the future success. This team is realizing that an obstacle is only a temporary challenge, and that they are teaming together to confront the difficulties with Christ at the center. This will undoubtedly lead to a successful future in their pursuit of excellence on and off the field. This season was different and demanding for each player as we returned to play this fall. The team was pressed to learn a new system that focused a lot on the details and techniques and strategies and character, along with their dedicated work in the weight room, gym, and on the field. And on the field, they spent hours in the classroom learning the particulars of the unique program. I am grateful for this team's efforts giving me a chance and challenging them with my program. A program based on Christ-like character, excellence, effort, embracing risk, joy, outreach, physical fitness, sisterhood, teamwork, and being a student of the game. This year's team will lose and miss 4 seniors. I'd like those seniors to stand, please. Sydney Nelson, Christine Sua, Kristen Hall, and Jose Sanchez. Please give them a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. On behalf of all of us and the entire team, thank you for your contribution. This year has been filled with injuries and surgeries, physical training, mental training, and spiritual training, and team division and team building. Through all the circumstances, there has been essential learning. The word says in James, when trouble of any kind comes your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy, for you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance is a chance to grow. So let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Amen. I wish I could mention all the team members. I wish I had time for that, because I could explain a lot about each one. They're amazing human beings. But tonight, join me in recognizing 3 team members selected to the second team all-conference. Catcher, Sydney Nelson. Infielder, Alyssa Richard. And utility player playing pitcher, first base, second base, third base, and outfield, Casey Krause. This year's team was led by hardworking and dedicated Mandy Jackless. Give her a big round of applause, please. They pulled together to come within 2 wins of tying the single-season win record in school history. Besides our growth as Christian athletes, our biggest accomplishment was sweeping Mac College all 4 games, winning the final 2 games in walk-off fashion in our final at bat. Can I get all the softball team to stand? Please give them a big round of applause.
But I do want to say some things about our team. We had a pretty good year, obviously, record-wise. There's nothing really to hoot and holler about. But building from last year to this year, doubling our wins, adding points to our batting average as a team, heading in the right direction stride-wise, and
it was a great group. I've been blessed to be here 4 years total, and coach guys like Austin Penn. But this group alone, most of you guys know him, has a very different personality at times, a few in general. But it's been the funnest year since I've been here with this group. It's been a pretty good group. Senior-wise, can my seniors stand, please? I just want to say to those guys, most of them, all but one, I think, have been here for 4 years. I'm about to graduate. So that's a big success for our program to have, that many guys, 5 guys come 4 years and graduate from Central. So I've been blessed to be with those guys for 4 years. And then some of our honors this year, in a very tough baseball conference. With the #1 team in the nation for the last 7 weeks in it. It's a pretty blessing to have. Graham Greenbeck was second team all-conference shortstop. Caleb Gorman was second team all-conference center fielder. And then Zane Howard, the guy with the hair, first team all-conference second baseman. The one award that one of our guys won this year that I was more impressed with, just because of the guy's kind of story, I'm not going to embarrass him too much. But from last year to this year, that was a complete turnaround for him. And that's Caleb Gorman. To win a gold glove in the center field in conference. So, everybody stand up now. With a lot of guys coming back and pretty excited about it. So hopefully you guys can come and watch. Thank you.
In a moment, we'll recognize the Coach of the Year. I think one of the best coaches in all of history is UCLA basketball coach, Coach Wooden. One of his players remembered a story about Coach Wooden. And when they played one of their championship games, and it was a had-to-win situation in the game near the end, one of the seniors, who had been very critical in their making it to this point, was struggling. Coach Wooden had to take the senior out and put in a substitute. In the end, UCLA won the game, and after the game was done, and you know how it is when the game's done, when there's people trying to ask questions of Coach and trying to get TV, and Coach Wooden left the court. And he'd gone to the locker room, and he found that player, that senior that he had taken out, and he wanted to make sure that that player knew that it was because of him and his hard work that the team was able to make it to where they did that year. And I think it's that sort of care and that sort of love that we see and we expect from our coaches here all the time. And it's with that sort of thing that brings us to where we will award our Coach of the Year. So would you please invite up Coach Twiggs of Greer.
I get the great honor of introducing you guys Coach of the Year, and I love what Justin just said. Our coaches are folks that, you heard Tony share, Coach Romero talked about how you have changed their lives. And that's what we talked this year about leadership. And you guys, as students and as athletes, have changed your coach's life. I hope you know that. But they're different people now at the end of this year than they were at the beginning because of the impact that you've had on them. And they're going to be different coaches next year because of each one of you, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for our coaches too, the way they care, the way they love, the way they are here to be committed to you. We talk a lot about leadership, and leadership really is helping to impact lives. And so our coaches, I always call this here at Central, I tell them all the time, we tell them all the time, this is big time. This is as big as it gets. Where else can you go where you have an opportunity to change for eternity lives forever. And our coaches are committed to seeing you guys grow in Christ, are committed to seeing you guys grow as people. I've always said you guys came maybe for this, and we want to give you this. We want to give you a great education, but more than that, we want to help you see Jesus in their lives and in your lives. And so I'm excited about that. So when we talk about Coach of the Year, it's kind of a fun one because, I really truly can say I love each and every one of our coaches. They're great folks, and they really have impacted my life a lot too. But we do have one coach for this year's kind of fun because it was picked by their peers. This wasn't chosen by me, but the coaches together voted by who would be the Coach of the Year to kind of represent what they believe they stand for as we are Christ-centered education and character. And they are folks that care about you. And so yes, they've won a lot on the field, but I think this coach also won a lot off the field and the lives that they've impacted on their own team, other teams as well. So it's a great honor that I introduced to you tonight, Coach of the Year, Scott Toby.
Sometimes, whether they do something or not, I hear them talk about stuff like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. There's not a whole lot with coaching. You steal a lot from other coaches. When it's other soccer coaching, you steal drills like that. But it really is, you have to love what you do. Because when I became a coach at this level, I played for a coach who coached for 25 years, and I asked him, what advice do you have for me? I was expecting X's and O's and success stuff coaches love. One of the things he said is, they're going to let you down. On the field, off the field, because you're dealing with 18, 20, 22-year-old kids, that you have to be there for them, you have to love them, and you can't do that if you're in it just for wins. You have to love what you do, you have to love the players and students that you're dealing with. And I know I love what I do, even on rough days. I wake up and I want to do the same exact thing, there's nothing else I want to do. But I know I'm definitely a flawed coach. This award definitely goes just as much to me, to my players, and to my assistant coach, Grant. They're the ones, these ladies, the ones who listen to me. I stay quiet. It's odd, my players hear me talk too much. The rest of the student body probably hear me talk too much. So I live pretty much, I'm with my family or my team. So they hear me talk quite a bit. They tell you too much. Sometimes they look at me like I've got 5 heads and I'm speaking 12 different languages at once. But what's awesome is the fact that even if they don't understand what I'm saying, they go out there and they try to do what I told them to do. It's one of the reasons I love coaching this team. It's also the fact that I think having a coach like Grant Garvey's not here tonight, but I talk for 5 minutes. My girls will get Grant. He says 5 words and they know exactly what he wants to do. It's one of those things that, again, came back to I'm a flawed coach, but one of the things I take inspiration was growing up, you hear about Moses and the type of leader it takes to lead the Israelites out of Egypt and wander the desert for 40 years. But one of the things, when God called him to do that, Moses said, I'm not a great speaker. I don't like talking in front of groups. I don't like talking in front of even 22 girls. But it's something God's called me to do. It's something I've chosen in my life. But God gave Moses his brother Aaron, who was a much better speaker than he was. You need to rely on other people. You don't have it all together. I don't have it all together as a coach. My team doesn't have it all together. But when you rely on those around you, you surround yourself with the right people, you'll find yourself in the right place and heading in the right direction. So, thank you for this.
Tonight, presenting the Howard J. Crooker and the Claudine Farrell Male and Female Player of the Year is the 2014 recipient, Mark Gator.
Our final awards tonight are the Claudine Farrell and Howard J. Kroger Awards. They are the 6th major award given by the CCC Athletic Department.
The Claudine Greer Award is given at CCC's Female Athlete of the Year. First given in 1976, the award is named Claudia Carroll, who was a longtime professor at Central and was responsible for getting women's intercollegiate athletics started at the college. She is also the mother of current CCC Business Department professor, Dr. David Farrell. The list of previous winners contains many outstanding CCC female athletes, including First Lady Kathy Hoxie, who won the award as a free sport athlete in 1970.
Likewise, the Howard J. Probert Award is given each year to the most outstanding male athlete at Central Christian College. It too was founded in 1976 and was named after Howard J. Probert, one of the first CCC men's basketball coaches in the 1940s. Like Claudine Farrell Award, the men's winners list is made up of some spectacular athletes, including CCC President Al Hoxie, there in the back, who is a standout free-sport athlete and also won the award in 1979. The nominees for these two awards are selected by the CCC coaching staff and voted on by the athletic department.
The nominees for tonight's Claudine Farrell Awards are Christina Stackhouse for soccer, Casey Krause for softball and volleyball, Sierra Costello for volleyball and basketball, and Mandy Jacquez for softball. And the winner is Christina Stackhouse.
I mean, I'd just like to start out by saying, don't they just pick the best pictures? Really, they're showing how attractive we all are. But I'd really like to personally, thank everyone here. This includes athletes, personnel, faculty. I'd really like to thank my coaches, Chris Honig and Scott Fogues. I'd also like to thank, my past coaches because I've been here for a long time. And I'd really like to thank my husband and my daughter Stella for being my biggest fans.
And the nominees for tonight's Howard J. Probert Award are Zane Howard, baseball. Alonzo Stafford, basketball. Caleb Gorman, baseball. And Andrew Hightower, baseball. And the winner is Zane Howard.
I was really banking on Zoe with this, so I really didn't prepare anything. I guess I can thank God for giving me all the talents and abilities. Thank all my coaches. And then, who's that guy? What's his name that does the stats? What's his name? I don't know either. Exactly. Well, thank you. But then, a special shout out to Greer because, he caught all those tosses that I couldn't get to in those 2 ball games. So anyways, just thank all y'all.
And for our final awards of the night, it is the 4-year award winners. So would you please join me in welcoming up Chris Smith.
This year, the CCC Athletic Department decided to honor those student athletes who came to Central as freshmen in the fall of 2012 and have persevered through the last 4 years, choosing to remain at Central in their particular sport. This list isn't very long, just 18 student athletes, but all of them have left an indelible mark on their program and the college as a whole. To you 18 student athletes, we want to thank you for your hard work and dedication these past 4 years. You will forever be Tigers. When your name is called, please come up to the stage and receive your award. Please remain on the stage until everyone else has received their awards as well. For baseball, Andrew Hightower, Scott Joe, Stephen Benninger, Michael Barnhart Jr., and Sean Ayers. For men's soccer, Ray Anderson and Takahiro Koga. Women's soccer, Haley Math and Christina Stackhouse. Men's tennis, Blake Williams. Women's tennis, Stevie Penn. For men's basketball, Ayok Riak. Ray Adams and Brandon Glenn. For women's basketball, Libby Brooks, Savannah Fairchild, and Christina Stackhouse. And finally for men's golf, Matt Hargett. Let's give a warm round of applause to all of our 4-year-old athletes.
Now, before we draw to a close here tonight, I want to make you aware of a couple of things. First, there's an ice cream sundae bar that's open right after this in the cafeteria. So please join us there after we dismiss. And also at 9 o'clock tonight is the final Vespers in the warehouse. I understand they're calling it Throwback Vespers, and there'll be prizes and games also. That's at 9 o'clock tonight. We'd also like to thank the following people. Shane Dawson, who's back in the sound booth tonight. Running the lights back tonight. And J.D. Williams back there to make the presentation for us tonight. Rich Reed, for taking care of us tonight as well as we're looking at Archway. Tammy Nestor and her crew for the ice cream, which we'll go to here in just a little while. We'd also like to thank all of tonight's awards and presenters, and I think we should also thank Jeremy Nelson for all he's done to make tonight take place. I would like to close our night together by praying with you guys. I really do believe that God has made us to glorify Him, and I see that in you guys as you guys use the gifts that God has given you. And I want to thank you for a great year. So would you guys please stand with me, and let's pray together. Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for each person here. I thank you that, God, you have fearfully and wonderfully made them. God, I thank you that we can enjoy the gifts and talents that you've given them. And I pray that as we leave here and as we finish up this school year together, that you will bless them as they go, that you will watch over them, and God, that you will give them the joy that surpasses all understanding. And we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, give a hand to Justin Moore.